Hello, and welcome to Tech Corner hosted by Nude Computer Guys. My name is Alex, and today I'm going to walk you through creating a Google Calendar that you will be able to share publicly using a QR code. So to get started, the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have Google Chrome installed on either your iOS device, your PC, your Mac. For those of you that are on Android, most likely you already have this installed by default. So once you have it installed, the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and go to any browser you want, doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Safari here, as you can see, and you're going to want to go ahead and type in calendar.google.com. Once you're in the calendar, then if you want to go ahead and set up a new calendar, the way to do that is you're going to click on below on the left hand side, you'll see other calendars. And next to that, you're going to see a plus sign. So go ahead and click on that plus sign. And then you're going to have the option to create a new calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. You can give your calendar a name. You're going to give it a description if you want. And then once you've created the calendar, given a description, set your time zone, go ahead and click Create Calendar. Now, one thing you're going to see at the bottom, if you just want to go straight to configuration, you can hit configuration. That's going to take you to where we're going to go ahead and get that QR code. But let's say you already have a calendar you want to share publicly. In order to do that, we're going to go ahead and go out of settings. And as you can see, you'll see your calendars on the left-hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and pretend I already had test calendar as a calendar I want to share. And I did not create this from scratch. So if you click on it once or hover over it, you'll see right next to the X, you're going to see three little dots. Go ahead and click on those three little dots. And then you're going to see settings and sharing. So go ahead and click on that. From here, you're going to go ahead and pretty much scroll down to the very bottom. And then you're going to see a section called Integrate Calendar. The very first section you're going to see is public URL for this calendar. So this is what we're going to want to go ahead and copy. So if you double click on it, once it highlights, go ahead and click copy. And from here, now this is what we're going to want to now open up Google Chrome for, because this is going to allow us to generate a QR code based off a URL. Go out of here and open up Chrome. If you're brought to the screen like this, that's black, you can click on the very top here to get to the address bar field. And then go ahead and paste that in. Once you paste it in, go ahead and click go or hit enter on your keyboard. And you're going to be brought to this section where this is your public calendar. So anyone that subscribes to this will get updates as you make changes to your calendar. And this is a really great way to do this, because then they can just see if you have to cancel a meeting or appointment or reschedule something, they're going to automatically see it, especially for events that you host. So now that we're on the public calendar, I'm going to go ahead and click the little share button, which is a square with an up arrow top here. And then you're going to you'll see an option that says create QR code. Go ahead and click on that. So now what Google has done is it has generated a QR code for this specific URL. So people with their phones can automatically scan this and it will take them straight to that public calendar where they can subscribe. So once it generates a QR code, now you have the option where you can save it. And you can either save it to your photos, you can save it to your files, you can send a message to someone, so on and so on. But I'm going to go ahead and save it to my photos. So I'm going to hit save image, and then it will automatically save it to my photos. One thing I would recommend is giving your QR code a name, a description, so you know what it is. Because if you start adding a lot of different QR codes, it's going to be very hard for you to distinguish which QR code is for what. Hopefully you found this helpful, and look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you very much.